idea of vaccine passports, especially when Christmas parties got mentioned. Showing me. Well, Natalia Jorquera is at Longleat Safari Park in Wiltshire, and she's been asking people there how they feel about their Christmas plans.
Hi, Sian.
Good evening and welcome to 5 News with me, Sian Williams.
And me, Tessa Chapman. Our headlines tonight: the aide at the centre of a leaked Downing Street video quits.
Hello. They denied it ever happened, but the questions will not stop over that alleged Downing Street Christmas party. In the last couple of hours, the Prime Minister's aide, Allegra Stratton, has quit. She was caught joking about a lockdown party in a leaked video. Earlier, Boris Johnson apologised for the offence it's caused and ordered an investigation, but again insisted that no rules were broken. Labour say he's lying and taking us for fools. And as they argue over what happened last year, this Christmas is looking more uncertain than ever. Could tougher COVID restrictions soon be announced for England? Well, our political editor Andy Bell is in Downing Street this evening. And Andy, this feels like a real mess for the government. Just how damaging do you think it is?
Well, Sian,
certainly is. Let's go back to our political editor, Andy Bell. We've had one resignation, Andy. Will we get any more? Thanks very much. And Tessa, well, we've heard from the people of Oswestry. We've heard from Ant and Dec even. We want to know what our viewers think tonight, don't we?
Yeah, that's right, Sian. We want to know what you think about the Downing Street Christmas party.
6, and we'll bring it, of course, to you tomorrow. Lots more still to come, though, today, including a backtrack from the...
We'll see you after the break.
Back. The Mercedes Formula One team has confirmed it's scrapped a controversial sponsorship deal with a company linked to the Grenfell Tower fire. Survivors of the tragedy had condemned the tie-up and demand it be dropped. Leah Belletto joins me in the studio now. Just remind us, Leah, of the background to all this.
Well,
what's the reaction been from the families of those who died?
Survivors. Time now for a quick look at the weather. See you in a sec.
What more do we know about that press conference the government have just announced at 6? And how difficult is it going to be for them to manage tougher COVID restrictions with this row about the Downing Street party still playing out? Well, there were some very strong feelings about this on Jeremy Vine this morning.
Sian.
Not going away, clearly. We will bring you all the latest in our bulletins tonight and, of course, tomorrow. Feels like we need a bit of a breath now. Going to have our weekly focus on mental health and well-being. And in tonight's My Matters with Dr. Sian, we're looking at what it's like to live with an eating disorder or have someone in your life who's struggling in the run-up to Christmas, when all the talk, all the ads, all the attention seems to be on eating. What happens if that very thought makes you anxious, unhappy and ill? Hope Virgo developed anorexia in childhood. She describes herself now as recovering, and she campaigns to bring awareness to the complexities around disordered eating. I caught up with her earlier and started by asking her about the pressure she has felt around food at Christmas time.
I remember when
Parents, perhaps a bit of a mixture of emotions because they want to help and they don't quite know how to help, but also frustration maybe. Anger sometimes comes into this as well, doesn't it? What did you experience emotionally in that time?
Yeah, there was so many different emotions, if I'm honest. There was a huge order for the day and just see what happens. But then inevitably it's still there.
When did you think to yourself, when did you notice that thinking pattern and think, something's got to shift here?
So I think when actually is just trying to create my own tradition.
Programme tonight, and you're fearful of Christmas. And what can you do if you're watching this programme and you love someone who you want to help but you don't know how?
So I think it's always really important to have a plan.
What does recovery look to you now? How are you now?
I think I'm doing...
It's been a full-on year. You've been doing loads of campaigns and, of course, you're raising awareness for other people as well. I hope you have an amazing Christmas, and thanks very much for being with us.
Thank you.
Hope Virgo speaking to me there. If you need help and support with anything that we discussed there...
OK, we're going to take a short break now, but coming up,